can you take us through perhaps some of your favorite topics that you did in Full
Full
Sail
Sail.
before, no? In Florida, no? Na talagang tumatak sa'yo that, you know what, this is also part of studying the essence of audio, the essence of show production, right? Na gusto mong ma-impart din sa mga ano natin, audience.
Particular lessons. That one's a little hard,
Baka morality yan, ha?
Hindi naman.
Hindi naman.
I enjoyed almost all my
Psychology.
classes. I like
Yeah.
yung mga tumatak talaga sa akin na carry ko onto now is like system optimization, which is like how to make the most out of speakers in a given room, the positioning and all that. We had mixing classes pero like that's kind of, you can get that anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Galing. Grabe, may ganun palang ano, no? I guess that's why you mentioned earlier, di ba? Psychology really comes into play, di ba?
Yeah, that's part of it, yeah. Yun nga, an example of that, psychology into like show production. One of the things that you can do while, kunwari, before the show, you don't put the subwoofers muna. Para pag showtime na, when you hear that low end, may bigat na siya, may dating na siya.
Grabe. Makakatuwa. May build up pala.
Tapos
no?
when you do mixes also, dapat hindi yan lahat sobrang lakas. You play the songs. Hindi pwedeng that volume ka lang lagi. Talagang may bababa, may aakyat. Those kind of things.
Yeah. Nagte-trending nga ngayon, bro, yung introduction ni Blackpink in their last concert, no?
Ay, oo.
Coachella?
'Di ba? Doon sa Coachella pala. Sorry, there you go. Tapos biglang nag-i-intro pa lang si Jenny, tapos biglang boom. Parang I can't help but think pinag-aralan ba 'yon, yung parang placement noon at the specific
very deliberate, no?
Yeah. Very deliberate talaga, 'di ba?
May fireworks pa siya,
ni-involve ba nila kayo doon, bro? Pag mga ganong setups.
Sometimes if it really is part of the show, yes, that's why it's important to really coordinate with your show team na, may ganito. Hindi lang, sa atin na yun kasi dati, it's more of they hire some supplier tapos on the spot sasabihin, okay, I want like the color red, which is like, you have to program that shit. Like, it just doesn't happen.
Exactly. Right.
Or like, materials ng LED wall, diba? Like, you don't ask the guy on the spot, I want a starry night, diba? Like, that goes through pre-prod na, do you want this? Do you want that? Let's hire a graphic artist, animation artists, things like that. Choreographers even, diba? Na, okay, I want the video to move this way as the artists or couple are on stage. Things like that.
Justin, I have a question, no? For a lot of people, they might not necessarily be an audio engineer or go into this industry, but it's almost impossible that we won't get into contact with in terms of some sort of production, whether it's something that we're watching or something that we're attending. How can you tell that audio production or whatever production is actually parang it's doing well? Like if you were to grade it like 90 to 100%, diba? Parang how can you tell if it's good or if it's bad? Maybe the normal person.
Yeah. Diba?
Like I think I can tell like kung talagang pulido yung naging show or not. But that's that's our job as show people to make sure that the audience doesn't see these little mistakes. If we have problems internally, we should keep it internally. And to be honest, like no event is perfect. It's a live performance. Stuff happens. That's why you have to always think on your feet, be alert. Hindi pwedeng tutulog-tulog ka lang dyan. You have to be able to adapt kahit may script and whatnot. May plan B ka niyan. Okay, hindi gumana tong cue na to. Let's do something. Or something happens on stage with the musician, like the guitar strings break or some power failure or biglang may tumunog na malakas, may pumutok. You have to be able to troubleshoot fast. Siguro going back pala to the question kanina, what's an important lesson? Troubleshooting pala. Yun yung number one. Dapat marunong ka systematically. may process ka. Okay, like I'm not getting signal. Where do I start? Hindi ka kalat. You start from one end to the other.
Grabe.
Tapos that's where your experience comes in na parang doctor yan eh. Doon ko na realize yung relationship or like yung similarities niyan with like my wife's profession eh. Yun nga, the more you do procedures, the more patients you see, you'll start seeing patterns, you'll develop like processes na okay, ito yung nangyari, I'll be able to do this and this to remedy that.
Yeah. I could find the patterns then in working in software, no. Parang meron kaming engineer what we call quality engineering. Kumbaga, kapag may dinevelop kang bagong feature, dudurugin nila yan, no? Babasagin nila yan. They will try their best to like break it up, find bugs into it, right? I bet you guys did that in your troubleshooting class, diba?
Yeah, bro.
Did you simulated? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like the teacher will like remove some cable in the back, and then he won't tell you. And then, okay, you just have to be able to fix that problem.
Oh, wow. Grabe. That intricacy, no? I mean, lagi na nakikita namin ng general audience, I guess, is pag mic, may problema ang mic. I guess that's the most, things that we can see already as a normal, viewer, diba?